Alright, we're back for round 3. We're on the play. This hand is excellent. It's a turn 2 Courser. So I will keep. Turn 2 Courser of Crufix is quite good. I suspect in pretty much every Magic format, other than possibly Vintage. We have a very constellation-centric hand right now. So, hopefully we can just draw a bunch of cards and find the combo somehow. Just kill our opponent straight up. Alright. We don't have the red source for Temur Ascendancy yet, so hopefully we'll draw into that as well. But I'm not entirely sure how necessary it will be, given that we have multiple Eidolon of Blossoms. Actually, it should be relatively easy, considering that we have multiple Eidolons to draw into whatever we need. There's a Caryatid, so that's the red source. Bioblade the Elvish Mystic, sure. Well, I'm guaranteed to have 4 mana next turn, which is great. Come on. Okay. Actually, I'm guaranteed to have 5 mana next turn. Great. So this is Magic Online being really, really laggy. Okay, that's better. Our opponent's on mono black. Apparently, I don't know. Read the bones, sure. That probably takes more time than they have. Okay, I have this Courser, this Eidolon. My opponent's trying to attrition me out. It's not going to work. Okay. Well, we will play the Eidolon. Hopefully there's a land underneath this Mystic that we can play. There's not. But we'll play the Mystic just the same. And bash for 2. Magic Online decides to get itself together. Okay. So now the opponent's in not a good spot. We're drawing a Genesis Hydra that we might not even play. Right, okay, they Bioblade the Mystic and Thoughtseize us? Wait, that doesn't make any sense. I don't understand why they would Bioblight the Mystic, but not the Eidolon. That makes no sense. Also, they should have thought seized first. I'm gonna cast the Ascendancy here. I'll draw a card. If it's a land, I can play it. If not, I'll just attack for 4. That sets up Temur Sabertooths for days. Or is it Saberteeth? So Crux of Fate here would be annoying, but I can just keep drawing cards and attack. I can draw a card and attack for 4. So I don't think that it would be too much. Herald of Torment. Okay, so our opponent is playing more of a devotion type deck. I'll just draw a card. They're playing more of a devotion type deck, but I don't think that, like, they drew the slow half of their deck. The Bioblights, Read the Bones, Thoughtseize. And I had quite a fast start, so always yes, always yields. Magic Online, please. Thank you. Okay. I'm just going to pass the turn here without attacking. If I attack into a Murderous Cut or a Bioblight, that's a problem. Next turn I can Hydra for 4 or 5 and swing with the team, and it's unlikely that my opponent will be able to get there. Erebos, not gonna do it. Okay. Well, we're gonna Hydra. At the very least, we hit a Temur Ascendancy and draw 1, 2, 3 cards. 1 from the Eidolon for the Ascendancy coming into play, and then 1 for, okay, they're just dead. 1 for the, 1 for the Eidolon from the Ascendancy coming into play, and then 1 from each Ascendancy for the Hydra coming into play. Okay, I want Reclamation Sages. I want Whisperwood Elementals. Not sure that I want Nissas if my opponent's a little more aggressive, but I don't want Nylea's Disciples because the match is still a little more about board presence. I want Negates. Okay, we're taking out Nylea. We're taking out Caryatids, sure. I think 2 of them is fine. I don't think we need to take out all of them. What else don't I like? If our opponent gets on board quickly, Ascendancy is not great, so we can take out 1 of those. Probably just the other 2 Caryatids, actually. Alright, let's do it. That's awkward. I'm gonna mulligan this. I'm going to mulligan this as well. I think I have to keep this. If I hit a green source, we're at least able to cast 2 spells. Assuming we don't get thought seized. Three spells if the Voyaging Satyr survives. Sign in Blood. It's fine. Okay. That's a fine draw. Hoping the Voyaging Satyr stays alive. Probably hoping against hope. Yeah. Despise plus Bile Blight. Grabs the Polychronos, so we're left with... Okay. Another Despise gets the Boon Satyr. But... they don't kill the Voyaging Satyr, and now I can just cast... that Bivouac was the perfect draw. Now I can just cast Ascendancy. And I have the Nykthos, so basically any threat that I draw is live. Hasty at least, but Squelching Leech is actually extremely annoying. The card is not as bad as one would initially believe. Okay. I'm just going to restart. Because Magic Online crashed. Hopefully it'll be better than... hopefully it'll function better now. So Squelching Leech is actually better than a lot of people assume against aggressive decks, especially, but also against other decks. Okay. It just, if you can draw the game out with removal. Oh, wait, what? No, that's my, oh, caps lock, okay. Sorry about that. If you can use removal and discard to draw the game out, leeches can often be like a 6/6 or a 7/7 for 4, which is an excellent rate. Combine that with Whip of Erebos, and you have some pretty potent stuff. Because, Whip is, life gain is very powerful with ridiculously large creatures. You know, I'm in the middle of a game. Come on, really? Okay, cool. The fact that it's not responding now means that it's trying to go into the game. There we go. Alright, we cast the Mystic. Pass turn. Whisperwood Elemental would be an exceptional draw because it lets us draw a card off of Ascendancy and gives us a bit of board presence as well. Plus whatever it manifests will have the mana to turn face up. So, anyways. Waiting on our opponent to let this resolve. Still waiting. Okay. Opponent lets it resolve, we ship the turn. Opponent attacks for 5. Sign in blood to draw cards. Okay, that was perfect. Right there. Even if our opponent has a removal spell, we get to draw a card. Okay, and it's an Eidolon of Blossoms. So next turn, even if we don't draw anything, we can keep the chain going. We also have 5 devotion currently. Okay, opponent thought seizes us, which is fine. Means that if they don't have a removal spell, we get to, yeah, win the race. Oh, Sabertooth is good. Green. If my opponent wants to trade the leeches for the Polychronos, that's fine with me. Oh, I'm dumb. I could have untapped Nykthos and then actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Make a bunch of mana, pump it all into Polychronos. I actually could have cast Genesis Hydra there. Sure. And we trade, which is fine. I actually could have untapped Nykthos and cast Genesis Hydra for a lot there, but that's fine. I will do it here. I'll do it now. Make a bunch. Untap, make a bunch, we'll just cast Hydra for 5, so we can cast Courser as well, if we want to. Alright, we get to draw 2 cards. Alright, our opponent just didn't have a removal spell. They just flooded out like crazy. Well, the match was pretty easy. And pretty straightforward. Yes, thanks for watching. And stay tuned for the last round.